So we are just the topic that is agriculture crop residue waste management towards cleaner and greener environment. So I am going to discuss some of the important things about this topic. And here, because it is, I am audible. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Perfectly all right, sir.
Okay. So why we need to manage or convert agricultural crop residue into biofuels or bioenergy. That is, and that is one of the best way to manage the crop residue, especially from agricultural field. So the aim, as you know, the very big problem we are facing regarding crop residue. So when you are going to produce the fuel and chemical from these resources, agri resources, we can avoid the burning of this residue. And again, we can move towards cleaner environment. And second, as you know, again the burning of fossil fuel, again that is a very big issue because they are polluting air and also responsible for climate change. So mitigating those issues, those problems, again this biofuel or agricultural residue production of energy that can mitigate these issues also. Again, you are knowing that we are importing around 90% of our oil demand. We are importing 90%. It is okay.
Please mute yourself.
Please mute yourself.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So again, as you know, we are importing 90% crude oil. So there is a huge burden on our import bills and again trade dispute. If you are going to produce those or use those biomass, again we can reduce those import. And again, the energy security. Again, as we know, if you depend 90% on energy from others, so again there is question for the energy security. So if you are using those, again that is going to give the answer. Then again, the biorefinery concept, that platform where we are using each and everything and produce, there is zero production of zero waste. So again, this biorefinery concept, that is again, if you are going for that, that can again help to our industry, economy, and again provide solution to the rural sector, especially the employment, rural employment, and the standard of living that can help to improve. So these are the main reason we need to manage those agricultural residue for this purpose. Again, here in this slide, you can see some of the important issues what I have just told you. That the fossil fuel, again, many research has been conducted in different part of the world, and they are most of the research finding they indicating after 20 the fossil fuel reserves going to deplete very faster. Again, that is one of the biggest issue. Again, the GHG emission and fossil fuel burning. Again, here you can see the most of the greenhouse gases, the methane, carbon dioxide, and then N2. These are the major greenhouse gases. They are increasing very faster rate. Even we are talking carbon dioxide, that is increasing 30%, and then again methane, that is 150, and again N2. So these are these greenhouse gases again causing the climate change. So again there is pollution because of those burning of trash residue, and there is again some of the study that shows biggest loss, economic loss, that is around 30 billion US annually. So these resources, we can save those resources in not only terms improving in terms of pollution control. Even we can also improve our economy by using those resources and even reduce the uh, other impact also. So here again we are aware that due to greenhouse gases, the average global mean temperature, they are increasing. This is increasing. Again, if you see the global mean temperature that is predicted in this year, that is maybe 1.28 degrees centigrade. It means that little differences here, it looks very little, but this is impacting whole ecosystem, including our health, agriculture, forest system, water resources, and coastal area, and even species and natural resources. So that is the situation. One of the major concern for using those resources to reduce those gases by different, again, the air pollution, again, that is, if you see this slide, all the pollutant gases, they are, especially this is data of Delhi. So you can see the permissible limit and then the level, how much they have increased. Just like one, for example, PM10, that is permissible load only 60 to 80 gram per meter cubic meter, while the level is more than 700. So you can think like that, others also they are increasing. So if you are going to use those bioresources, indirectly or directly, we can we can reduce the air pollution also, which already affecting different ways our health and agriculture and so many things. So again, here the solution, what are the solution to mitigate those things? So here we are talking the solution towards clean and green energy by managing agricultural crop residues. Here again, the agricultural crop residue, that is, if you see, they are actually some of the produced from the field crops, especially some of the juices, material containing juices, sugar, and waste food grain also that is included. Again, we are talking some of the lignocellulose biomass, that is the and stover. Then annual waste product also they are generated, like cow dung and litters. Again, then some of the industrial biodegradable fraction of the waste that is coming from the agro industry and food processing. So these are the agricultural residue which can be converted into different types of fuel. That is here we can see again how much agricultural crop residue are available actually. That is again, if you are going for the production of any fuel or chemical, so again we have to rethink whether it is available or not. So here in this table you can see the agricultural crops total residue production non-fodder. Non-fodder means here some of the agricultural crop residue specialists, they are used for the feeding our animals. So and the rest is actually we are considering non-fodder. Okay, so here you see the dominant residue like rice, wheat, sugarcane, cotton. They are accounting around 66% of the total crops. So you can consider how, and the again area is also very huge. Then again about 50% of the, if you see the total we are producing 40 million ton, and non-residue what I am talking, that is 450. It means 50% we are using as a fodder for the leaf stock. So rest 50% is available. That is we are considering non-fodder for the energy production. So this is the situation. Again here, if you see the fraction of what we are talking, the agricultural residue. Why we are talking so this? So just if you see the plant cell wall arrangement here, the cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin, these are the major fibrils in plant cells. So, and You see in below figures that again agriculturals they may contain around cellulose around 38% or emission 32% and lignin around 17 and others. So again like that these are we can consider it. These cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin give 75 to 95% of the total dry mass of which around 70% is polysaccharide. Polysaccharide here means that can be converted into sugars, especially. Again, that ratio when we are talking cellulose, that is again that is differ in species, crop species. So that is one of the important. Here again that typical I have shown you here. Hello. Because
sir. Yes. Your voice is audible, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here the sugar from the agricultural crop residue. Yes, when we are talking. So cellulose. In first you can see in this figure. That is a polymer of the glucose. Cellulose is a polymer of glucose or 6 carbon sugars that we generally called glucose. So that sugar can be converted into glucose actually. That is again the hemicellulose fraction. That again can be converted. That is a 5 carbon sugars. That is xylose, for example, and arbinol. So this fraction, hemicellulose fraction, can be converted into 5 carbon. Again, that is in group of the ferment that can be fermented to produce ethanol, hydrogen, and so many other chemicals. But only thing is the lignin fraction that cannot be broken down into sugar. So that can be burned actually. That cannot be used to ferment or produce the any type of energy. But it can be burned to produce heat. That is so here. The chemical route, the bioconversion technology process for converting them to biofuel or bioenergy. So all the agricultural crop residue, primarily that produce biomass first, and then are stored sugars or oil or lipids. They are suitable for the producing various type of fuel and energy. So here these two route are there. That is biochemical conversion and then thermochemical. These two routes can be used for produce different types of fuel. Especially if you are talking fermentation, if you are fermenting those, but we are discussing the 5 carbon and 6 carbon sugar means glucose, or they can be converted in fermented to bioethanol. Again, they can be fermented to biohydrogen through photofermentation process. Some of the lipids we are discussing, lipids that can be converted are oil through transesterification that through this process to biodiesel. Again, anaerobic digestion, that is a very important process, and that is used to produce the biogas especially. That way, again the thermochemical conversion, that routes followed the gasification, pyrolysis, liquefaction, and hydrogens. And different types of fuel, especially gas and liquid and char, they are produced. Sometimes we are calling biofuels. So they can be used to run the different types of machinery, even vehicles or automobiles. So that can they are very important, and that is internationally followed. Yeah, we are talking biomass. The question comes in mind. Just some of the sugar, cane, molasses, or juice. They are actually directly in the form of simple sugar, and I mean glucose. So glucose, they can be directly fermented to alcohol. direct fermented to ethanol or the hydrogen. So, and again the grains, you know that grain starch especially. So here some of the treatment we are requiring that is called saccharification. Here some of the enzymes especially, you know that amylase, this amylase can convert this easily to starch to simple sugar, I mean glucose. So that can be fermented. So, but these two groups, they are called the first generation biofuel. We are calling them first generation, I mean first G, we are noting that. And second, again, plants what we are discussing, the all plant part means extra. Actually, they are containing cellulose, hemicellulose, so we are calling them the lignocellulosic biomass. So again, we have discussed that they are the polymer of glucose, actually, cellulose, hemicellulose, but they need some of the pre-treatment that is called hydrolysis by acid or alkali, or we are using enzyme. So this is little bit complex and costly actually. But now the technology and have been developed to treat those resources, and even enzyme production is now many of the company they are producing in very now the low prices. But it is considered the second generation when we are converting lignocellulosic biomass to any type of fuel, that is considered second generation biofuel. Okay, so again that whatever you are producing those fermented liquor that can be distillated to alcohol. Again, second, here again some of the organic material, mixed material. It means they may contain different types of carbohydrate, protein, and fat, and everything. Like so, here that mixed type of biomass again can be anaerobically digested to produce the methane gas. Methane gas, what we are calling biogas. So this simple. Here I have shown some of the process of the first. These material, complex material, organic compound, actually they are converted through simple sugar or the organic through the hydrolytic and acetogenase. They convert those into some of the acid actually. Then especially organic acid and lactic, all those things. Then acetogenesis, some of those bacteria, they convert them to acetate actually, acetogen through acetogenesis. Then that acetate is utilized by the methanogens. Methanogens, they are the bacteria, strict anaerobic bacteria. They convert those acetate into different methane actually. So this is we are calling methanogens. So that way the biomass can be utilized to produce those different types of fuel. Hello, Vikas. Hello.
Sir,
Hello.
your voice is coming. Yes, sir.
Okay. So just here, when we are talking the conversion of lignocellulosic biomass to biofuel, so first step is to pre-treatment those biomass, agricultural crop residue biomass. So pre-treatment, what happened here? The fibrils of hemicellulose and cell, they are loose actually. They are actually bound with the hydrogen bond. So biohydrogen bond that is broken down, and then all the fraction they are loosed actually. They can be broken down. So pre-treatment again that helps to again we are using some of the enzymes to convert efficiently to that process of saccharification, enzymatic hydrolysis, and then we are fermenting by using bacteria. Here, one of the example in table I can show you. Here I am showing. See, the pre-treatment that is basically we are using to remove the lignin and increase the porosity of the material where the enzymes can act perfectly. So here, in this table, you can see the pre-treatment. We have applied different types of what I am talking about. So dilute acid, hot water, or ammonia, and or lime. And again, without pre-treatment, we are not using any. So what happened to there? If you see the hemicellulose fraction, that is already I discussing with you, that is converted into xylose. But if you see that when we are using this dilute acid, see that 89% yield we are getting here, 89 to 95% sugar. Just like glucose is also, glucose also increasing. Even with hot water, we are getting good amount of energy, sugar. But without pre-treatment, if you see, only 0%, no xylose sugar or even no glucose is produced. But when you are using enzymes, some of the glucose, but it is efficiency is very low. This table clearly shows if you are planning to convert those agricultural crop residue into sugar to produce alcohol by fermentation, they must be pre-treated and sacrificed. Otherwise, that cannot be converted. So that is the message from that technology. Again, here I just see in India, not only India, worldwide, the cellulosic ethanol production, what we are calling second generation fuel, that is produced worldwide, and India also not behind those. So we have developed what our first plant that is developed in Kasipur, that is inaugurated by our Dr. Harshvardhan, the Minister of Science and Technology. And here I have loaded. I hope you can see this video and just. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
the voice is coming.
No, the video voice will not come, sir, but video is playing.
Okay, so I'm just. First part. This is actually
So your voice is breaking.
how
Let the video play first, then you can explain it. Hello? So your voice is not coming.
how how same what
Hello, sir? Your voice is not coming. Your voice is not coming, sir. Yeah,
how
once video should played, then your voice will be okay.
okay,
Yes.
just see just the Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Huh,
Yes, sir.
Vikas?
It is
So,
clear, sir.
just this is showing how the plant is working in Kasipur. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello. My
Yes, sir.
voice is coming.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
again, okay, okay. So I will Vikas, just share this PowerPoint also to all the participants. With that, I hope that will work in their computer
Okay, okay.
with voices. What are into giving about those things, they can listen easily, perfectly. So just share it to them, all the
Okay, okay, sir.
participants.
I will
Okay.
share it to the.
Okay. So this is the first plant that is running, and that is again so many again one again the minister that road and transport minister. He has also so many policy issue he has discussed with one of the video that link has been given in this. You can directly see those video also. So here again. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Okay. Okay.
You are audible,
So
sir.
here I am audible.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes, sir, you are
Everything.
audible.
Okay. Okay. Everything. So here again, second important technology that is we are calling transesterification. That actually convert those, especially oil and fat or lipids, any type of oil and fat, through transesterification into biodiesel. So first what we are talking that alcohol that is only can be produced from the sugars or sugar material. But here that biodiesel, when we are talking biodiesel, it means it is a different process where only the oil, fat or lipids, they can be converted into biodiesel, not any sugar. So here keep in mind that remember this. So here we are again using some of the catalyst that's shown in figure. And the transesterification, that is purely chemical process. Transesterification is the chemical process. Then that IL we are also using. Here you can see in this reaction actually all the ion fat they are actually triglyceride. When we are putting alcohol or NaOH, actually we are using the NaOH or any alkali. So that convert this triglyceride to monoalkyl ester actually. So this chemically, when we are talking biodiesel, chemically that is the not that is converted into monoalkyl ester. Okay, so triglyceride that is converted through this transesterification in monoalkyl ester, and actually monoalkyl ester is chemically called biodiesel. And some of the during that process glycerin is also produced, and that glycerin can be used for different type of uses, that is the cosmetic one of them, and so many medicine, and we are using those glycerin in different way. So that is second only problem here is only if you see when we are talking IL to produce biodiesel through transesterification. So you know our country especially, we are no doubt we are producing huge amount of iron. We are in the third, or I think third in the world rank. But keep in mind, we are also second rank in another way. We are as a consumer, we are the second one in the world consuming those oil. So here around we are actually importing 50% of our oil demand from other countries. So if you are thinking, if you are planning to convert those iron, so again we are running short. We are running short. We are importing. So there is no possibility to produce or convert oil to biodiesel in India. But one thing is very important here. You know, non-edible oil. Only if you see our forest and the trees, they are containing huge amount of seed. They are also containing iron, and most of them actually non-edible. And again, we are not using those. Only the data says only we are using even 5 more or less than 5%. Only the rice bran iron. You are producing rice and then you are knowing the rice bran iron. That is, but that is edible. But surplus iron, the rice bran, that again that is used somewhere more than 50%. But other non-edible trees bearing seeds, they are not used anymore. So that can be collected and there is only possibility, and that is huge amount. So that is the keep in mind when we are talking biodiesel. Again, the thermochemical conversion process, that is again very important. Here, what we are calling those pyrolysis and the gasification, they are actually thermochemical process where this biomass combusted into fuel, actually gaseous fuel, and then biofuel also produced. Some char is also produced through different process. But here the main aim is to produce heat to run the produce the steam to run the boiler, and that way that boiler can run the turbine and we can generate electricity, and that can be transmitted to our lines, electric lines. So that way, but here, if you remember in Rajasthan, the Gangapur area, we are using actually mustard stuff, mustard waste we are using to for producing energy. That plant is successfully running now. I think 3 years back, the raw plant is successfully running from 3 years. So that is here some of the again technology, that is co-gasification. Co-gasification again very important of biomass waste and the coal that is found to reduce the greenhouse gases emission and consider sustainable and eco-friendly technology. But some of the things that is society that must accept those things. Sometimes the smoke, sometimes the so that must be considered when you are talking this designing. Already some of the issue they have taken care from the industry. So again here, so when we are talking cleaner and greener, so again keep in mind when we are talking those. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ये स्लाइड बोर्ड किसमें है? हेलो.
Yeah, it has been switched to main PPT mode. Slide mode has gone.
Okay, just
yeah, now it is in slide mode.
Okay, it is okay now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hello.
sir. It is okay now.
So here, when we are talking greener, moving towards, so keep in mind, as we know, whatever we are biomass producing, they are actually they through photosynthesis they synthesize those photosynthate into biomass and oil and sugar, what we are calling. So here you remember that the photosynthesis, when you are talking photosynthesis, the main photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide, that is the main input. So when we are burning of anything, the carbon dioxide. So whatever your biomass is producing or agricultural residue you are producing, biomass is producing, if you are burning or converting them to fuel, so some of the carbon dioxide may be emitted, but again that carbon dioxide may be taken by the plant. So that way, this is the closed cycle CO2 cycle, means that everything, the carbon dioxide whatever emitted, that is again utilized by plant through the photosynthesis. So that is somewhere we call the carbon neutral biomass. So again, this is if you are using that is nowhere there is pollution from production point of view. Again, the biorefinery concept what we are talking here. The main aim is to produce zero waste. Whatever waste we are generating, that can be used to produce through what we are discussing through biological, biochemical, so thermochemical process that can be used for the different types. But here the main aim is to produce zero waste. So that again, that is one of the best way to move towards those cleaner environment actually. So here again here I'm going to discuss some of the important how this if we are talking ethanol blending. We are blending ethanol, we are mixing ethanol with petrol and running to machine automobile. So how actually you see when we are talking the ethanol. Actually, by weight, if you see molecular weight, that is C2H5OH, means that is containing oxygen. And when we calculate those oxygen, that is around 33 to 37% by weight of that ethanol. So that way, that is also called oxygenated fuel. And when we are talking this as an oxygenated fuel, and you also knowing when we are putting oxygen in any burning material, that is burning faster, no emission is there. जैसे आप सपोज करिए जैसे आप जलाते हैं कोई तो बहुत सारा धुआं निकलता है, लेकिन उसमें आग लगा दीजिए तो उसमें धुआं बहुत कम दिखता है. ये that is fact. So here also just we have to that being an oxygenated fuel, if you are burning it, it is reducing many of the pollutant actually when you are blending. So here in table you can see if you are blending 10% with petrol. Keep in mind here I am talking the blending of 10%. It means 90% for petrol and 10% we are adding 10% for the alcohol. Even 15%. Even so here you can see in this slide. The blending of those percentage, 10% or 50%, reducing the pollutant, all the pollutant, is just particulate matter, carbon dioxide, and onboard hydrocarbon and sulfur dioxide. So these pollutants are already here. Some of the study that is given through how much if you are running those fuel, how much reduction may be achieved per kilometer. So that is again if you see here also. So that is actually if you are blending the main aim. Government is also talking when we are talking air pollution. If you are blending, it means whatever the oxygen is available in the ethanol, that is help to complete combustion of the fuel. That way that reduce all the pollutant. So that way you can achieve. If you are blending, means keep in mind when you are talking alcohol or even biodiesel, they are the oxygenated fuel. And where is the oxygen that will help to burn faster, or when we are talking the combustion in engine, so that it helping to complete combustion, it means the tailpipe emission is very less because everything is burned completely. So that is the main important things here. Again, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is a slideshow.
No. Hi, it is slideshow, sir.
Okay. Actually, I'm not able to see here.
It's visible.
So just okay. And then slide is moving. Hello.
Moving.
It is moving.
No, it is fixed, sir. I mean, the slide that is moving towards cleaner and greener environment. Now it is okay, sir. It has come to next slide.
Okay. So this is again, I'm talking reduction of pollution emission with biodiesel blending. Okay, it is visible. Slide is visible.
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Slide is visible.
Okay. So here we are using blending of biodiesel with diesel actually. So here we are calling here using 100% neat biodiesel, that is called B100. And if you are using 20%, mean it is called B20. There also for ethanol, if you are using 20%, so we can say E20 or E100. If you are using neat alcohol, that is called E100. And if you are using 20%, that may be called E20. Okay. Here we are using B per biodiesel. Okay. So here, according to EPA, you know that Renewable Fuel Standard Program Regulatory, they have analyzed and found from soybean IR, they have found 57% reduction in greenhouse gases as compared to fossil fuel. Okay, and then again 86% reduction in those pollutant gases actually. So here you can see in this slide also we are using B100 means neat biodiesel, no blending with diesel. But so here again, if you are blending 20% with 80% of diesel, so how they are helping? Because this, see here, one of the important things here. So if you see that is biodiesel, that is doesn't contain actually sulfur. That is very less sulfur. Some of the sulfur is there. Anyway, so it is also that is called accelerated fuel. So here you can see how much that reducing in if you are using blending 20%, they reducing around 20 to 30% of those pollutant gases. Even sulfur dioxide may be reduced 100%. But only problem is NOx it is found if you are using blending 100%. Some of that around percentage NOx is increasing, maybe even 13%. So only one of the problem is there, but if you are blending 10 or 20%, that is okay. But overall reduction of pollutant is very high. Actually, that is satisfactory. So even emission kg per gram also that is shown here. Compare with diesel, that again reduce in a good amount. So that is the benefit of this biodiesel blending. Again, biogas. Again, you know the biogas we are using. So here again, that biogas can be again used to add a vehicle, just like natural gas for running our vehicle. So here in first slide, just see the in first slide, the pollution reduction kg per year by the family size. Here I am using word family size bioplan, because when you are talking biogas, we are using term 1 cubic meter, 2 cubic meter, 3 or 4, even 5 or even 50 cubic meter biogas plant. That is, we are talking the size. So here, if you are talking family size, means that is having four maximum. That is the, and for the 4 member. Okay, so 4 cubic meter biogas plant or 3 cubic size of biogas plant. That is the call we are calling them family size. So here, if you are using family size biogas plant, we are cutting those kerosene, firewood, and tungsten. That way, we can save huge amount of those. We can save those and reduce those pollutant in very huge good amount. So here, next slide also some of the study that emission test on pollution conduct reduction by using biogas in vehicle, that is shown here also. So this is also reducing those pollutant, especially pollutant PM10, NOx, carbon monoxide, and even carbon. So you can see how much they are able to reduce the pollutant from. And again, if you are using a family size biogas plant, that can substitute around 16 liter of kerosene. Again, 5,000 kg of oil, you can save it. Again, 4,400 kg cattle dung, that can be used to manure our crop. That can be. Hello, hello, hello.
Sir, your voice
Hello.
is
Yes,
clear.
you
Yes.
are audible, sir.
Participant, please mute yourself.
Oh, oh. Here, this is
There
the
is some participant.
this is the last slide. I am summarize that the conversion of agricultural crop residue waste to biofuel, bioenergy will help to avoid those biomass burning. This is the big issue. Again, it's by its use will provide a cleaner substitute to fossil fuel. Actually, we need because you know what I am talking earlier, the energy scarcity, and if you are substituting those, that can reduce the import bill, when trade reduce the trade deficit. Again, also provide the energy security and opportunity for the industry and rural employment, and also help to reduce the air pollution and mitigate climate change impact. We have already discussing some, and also offer the solution to cleaner and greener. So that is all about these things. Thank you all. Thank you all, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful presentation and such enlightenment talk. And I am confident that participants have gained very good knowledge out of it, and the real data and real field-based picture of the present scenario into such domain. And now I would like to open this house for question and answer session. Anyone who is willing to ask a question to the sir into the domain may ask directly, or they may put their question into the chat box so that I may ask. Yes, anyone? Those who are willing to ask, they may raise their hand, or they may ask directly. Yes. And now, sir, one question is there from chat box from an you participant, that how
Yes.
we can identify correct waste for biodiesel or for bio oil.
Okay. Okay. So just see. There is no problem. Actually, when we are talking oil, fat, or anything, so actually chemically they are the triglyceride. Chemically, remember that. And any type, even in some of the countries, they are using beef tallow. Beef tallow, that is not in India, many other parts of them. But chemically, that is when you are talking transesterification, means there is no difference in effect. Everything which is containing triglyceride, they may be converted into monoyl crystal. So there is no problem whether it is edible or non-edible. But only that you have to, when you are talking those things, you have to keep in mind some of the important things, that is edible and non-edible. And if you know what I am telling you, that we are importing 50% of edible oil. So if the country is importing from other country, so there is no possibility. Only the thing is non-edible oil, or the fat or lipids that we are talking. But keep in mind that but whether it is fat or it is chemically triglyceride, and all the triglyceride can be converted into biodiesel through the transesterification. Okay, so I hope this may. Hello.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you. And one more question is there, sir.
Okay.
What are the basic policy lacking into this domain, that why the biofuel policy is not being implemented well into this country till date?
Nice question. Keep, you see, actually we have started this blending program from I think 2002. So that time we are the policy we have started so many mission, even biodiesel policy 2009, and we are currently moving towards we have policy bio policy 2018. Okay, so many progress has been taken place. Only thing is, see, the comparison in if you see the ethanol and then petrol. So earlier, even from 2002, I think 2016, even you can say, the price was if you comparing ethanol, price was higher than this petrol. So most of the company, they prefer to use that only, this biodiesel. Even people, if you are going on petrol pump and asking the dealer is asking which type of fuel you need. So sometimes you are calling the simple, and they have I think only they are having 2 or 3 rupee high, I think. So most of the time I have seen most of the people, they are neglecting, but only not one. That is one thing. Second thing, we have policy, but only we are we are put our blending program running on the basically on the molasses. So the policy initiative now in 2000, we are not using those waste grains even. So in 2018 policy, they have they have allowed us to use those waste grain to convert them to alcohol. Even now, the earlier we are using only molasses. Now they are using. They have allowed to convert directly those juice, sugar juice, directly to alcohol. So now our distillery in Gorakhpur, they have inaugurated. Basically, they are not producing sugar actually. So they are using actually directly cane juice to convert them to alcohol. Now that has been because of the new policy, that is only possible. So this alcohol price is now, this is very coming now. This is very low, not very low, but this is comparable. So we are moving towards. So I hope in future, like future means some of the again some of the company. I think 6. What one we have discussed Kasipur, but 6 company actually they have now in position to start the production. So I hope that the cellulose biomass production, alcohol production may take place. Then what the new policy says, the grain and then juice, sugarcane juice can be directly converted to ethanol. So again, there is we are hoping to reduce this price may be reduced. So in future we will achieve the target of 10% blending. That is possibility. So everything is going rightly, and only thing is to think take the things positive way. That is okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. One more question is there, sir.
Yes.
From Joyce Helen, it is about is there any other method other than pyrolysis, like microbial method, to produce biochar?
Actually, see, the process of microbial that we are talking. Actually, the faster method. We need a faster method and economic method. That way, if we see the pyrolysis, and then that is the best way to produce to biochar. But when we are talking microbial process, they are very slow. And the coal, as a, for example, take a flow, that coal, that is char actually. And you know how much time that is taken to from that is actually biochemically, coal if you are talking, that is biochemically converted into solid char actually. So if you are talking biological process, for making biochar, that may take more time actually. Okay. So, and I don't think that may be the economical, because and most of the see one of the important things here also, microbial process when we are talking, actually they decomposing those biomass into something else. We are calling that compost or manure. That may be substitute of the biochar, uh, but keep in mind that is totally different process. I don't think the pure what charcoal produced from the forest that may be comparable with those economically and sustainably also, and that is totally different. Okay. Hello.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. And is there any other questions? So I may ask to sir, or if you want to interact with the sir directly, you can also interact with the
Yes.
sir. Yes, Gauri Desai ji, if you want to interact with the sir,
Yes.
yeah, please,
Yes. Actually,
please.
I cannot post my question in the chat box. I don't know. There is some
No issue, no
privacy.
issue.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
actually, I want to ask one question. If any seed is giving 3% oil content from 100 gram of seed, so can we go for the biodiesel?
Only 3%.
Yeah.
See, that we can go for both, but only thing is the economy, it is very important.
Yeah.
uh, when you are the 3% means that is very low actually. See, if you are talking other crop, like mustard, this is having more than 30%. Even soybean having 40%, more than 40% oil recovery. So if you are talking, even some of the trees is like sal. Even neem, the neem oil, you knowing that? Hello, you
Yes,
know
sir.
the, yeah. So if you see the neem oil, that is non-edible, but having more than oil recovery, that is more than 20%. So that can be economical, but you can use any oil, extract or recover from any resource. Okay, even
Okay.
now people are talking some of the Elgon third generation. I have not discussed much about those things, but now people are talking, going for the third generation biofuel production. Means the some of the algae, actually algae, they are contain, even they are containing more than 50%. Even some of the algae species, they are containing the oil recovery percentile are more than 50%. So you can think, but only the economy. If you are crushing for 3%, suppose any metal having 3%, we oil recovery. So we need to extract. So if it is extracting and coming very less amount, if the yield is very low, so that may be not
Yeah.
economical. So better to think having good oil recovery. That can be actually see here the choices. We have choices. Well, hello,
Yes, sir. Yes,
hello.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have choices actually. I have discussed with producing oil, biodiesel, and alcohol. Then and then this syngas again. So that biomass is if it containing 3% and having huge amount, that can be used to produce the syngas or bio through using those gasification and pyrolysis technology. Okay, so we have choices. Better to think it is having very less, so we can go for the production of those. But there is also some limitation. Some limitation I was discussing some expert from one in IT. So they are telling if oil recovery is more than 50%, that can be used to produce a good amount. Whatever syngas at the by oil are produced, that may be economical. But if it very less, they are also saying that may not economic. Okay, so some of the I was discussing if such metal. How it can be. So some of the expert they are telling the tires, these tires can be burned with them and that can be maybe economical. So their argument is so many things. Again, issue of air pollution and so many things. But we have choices. Keep in mind. Okay. I hope you are satisfied. Okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
yes, sir. Yeah, Sweta Kulsreshtra, you want to ask?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So good
please.
afternoon.
Good
Sir, good
afternoon.
afternoon. It was very nice session, and I am Dr. Shweta Kulsesh from MIT University, Rajasthan. Sir, my
Oh,
query is every husk is having different type of properties for the production of biodiesel and biofuel. So, what you suggest? Which one will produce more biofuel or biodiesel if we use wheat husk and rice husk? So, which one will give you more biodiesel or biopetrol, biofuel, anything? Because both are having different properties. So, I would like to know which one is good for making biodiesel or biofuel.
oh, sir, just keep in mind when you are talking rice husk or wheat husk. So actually, see, rice. We are using rice. Rice husk is actually rice husk having good amount of iron. In fact, rice bran iron. You have heard that name, rice
Yes,
bran
sir.
iron.
Yes, yes.
So, see, the recovery of iron is very good, but it is edible. Now that is available in the, if you go supermarket, that is available. The rice bran iron we are using, in fact, our kitchen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know, but if it is surplus, that can be. But only thing is acceptability. If you are taking city people, they are accepting very nicely. But if you see in village, the rice bran, are no one accepting that. That is very big problem. So that can be converted into biodiesel. And again, one thing is important. But keep in mind when we are talking biodiesel, means I have said it to you, the only iron, the material containing iron, fat or lipids, they can be converted into that. But when you are talking again wheat material, so see, if you are talking wheat, that is actually having the grain and then the biomass, okay, extra. So I have already told you, and you have to clear on that.
Yeah.
The grain actually we are called grain means that is starch, no? Hello.
Yeah,
Grain.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Right.
Audible,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So when we are talking grain, so grain means starch. Starch may converted into glucose through the enzymatic saccharifation. What I am talking that time, the amylase can be used, and amylase enzyme can be used to saccharify those starch into first sugar, then fermented to alcohol. Sugar. Again, we are
Yes, sir.
talking strap rice. So now you are clear. Just hello.
Yes, sir.
Keep in mind, when we are
Yes.
talking biodiesel, just think that we are talking conversion of iron, fat, lipids into biodiesel through the transesterification process. ठीक है ना? So
Okay.
when you are talking the wheat, grain, or straw, we are talking, then we are going to talk on the polymer of glucose. If you see the starch, that is polymer of store, or the cellulose, when we are talking, that is polymer of glucose. So first they may be converted into simple sugar, then fermented to alcohol. Now it is clear, I hope so. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, participant, is there anyone who want to ask? So you may ask. Otherwise, I will be ending this session with a thanking you, sir. Is there anyone else?
I think no one
I
is
hope
there
no
because
one is there. Sir,
Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And it is very generous presentation that you have enlightened us with very vast knowledge of the field and with very technical challenges as well. You have addressed as well the very great knowledge to the participant. And I hope that participants are certainly going to be benefited out of it. And let me tell you, participant, that sir is very generous and kind-hearted. He's very ground to earth, and he's down to earth person, and also he is very great scientist. into this biofuel domain and air pollution monitoring system. Is working in IRI since last many years and have really very great accolades in his credit. And I'm very fortunate enough that I am being a PhD student of Sir, and he's very supportive, very kind-hearted person. Thanks a lot, sir, for accepting our invitation and enlightening us with your great knowledge. We are always looking forward to you always, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Vikas, and welcome, and everyone. Thank you all for.
Okay, participants. So I'll be ending this session and we'll gather again at 2 p.m. with Dr. Alok Odaria, sir. There is another session from Terry Division of Biotechnology.